and wrong, and we don't want to see anyone else.
Welcome back to another edition of the Culture Connect podcast. I'm Henry, aka Big Hen Dog,
And it's your girl, K. Shanae.
and today we have a very special guest. Me and this guy goes back from middle school all through high school. He's been doing his thing for a long time within music. So today we're going to be speaking with my friend, somebody I look at as a person who does music in a different form. He's bringing something very different to all genres. So today we're going to be speaking with
BlackSpeare in the atmosphere.
and we're going to give you all some in-depth insight on spiritism, the things that he's working on, and some of his things he's previously done. So let's get into it, you guys. So Black, what was the inspiration for you to get into music?
The inspiration goes way back from being a kid. Honestly, man, I started off singing and rapping. I was singing all the time. My first talent show was in the second grade, and me and my cousins, we used to put like little radios together and record each other rapping over it while the other one was recording. So we were just like, that was my inspiration from the get go. Honestly, just like being able to perform and sing in front of people, you know what I mean, and win their attention.
Okay. What were some of your, I would say, I guess, artists that you looked up to, or the artists that may inspire your style?
I'm gonna go way back. I'm gonna kind of start way back from the Marvin Gaye's, Al Green's, Curtis Mayfield's, the dramatics and the style, like the whole Motown blueprint sound. And then I moved to the '90s to where you had the neo soul. Like that really helped me build my craft as a soulful artist. That '90s D'Angelo, Erica Badu, Bilal, that whole group of people, like they were just smooth, like Jill Scott, Andy Stone, all them. And then you get to the 2000s, um, and I mean not to leave out the hip hop part too, because you got the Commons, the Q-Tip, Tribe Called Quest, Busta Rhymes, Wu Tang, like the whole hip hop in the '90s was just,
Nostalgic.
man, that was,
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's where it was, you know. So then once you cross over to 2000, we get into high school, middle school, and everything.
Right.
Like I got deep off into that, like Kanye is like when he came out with the that registration, like
Yeah.
when he came
Yeah.
out with that Through the Wire, like that, I was like, who
College
is this
Dropout.
dude, you know? And D'Angelo was coming hard with a lot of different like flavors that I had never heard a guy sing in a soulful, smooth way and make it smooth enough like for people to groove with it. And I was like, yeah, I gotta build it. I gotta build around, and I gotta build around hip hop, soul music, and really alternative sounds. So I really just went between, honestly, I went between like the Outcasts, Andre 3000 to D'Angelo, Erica Badu to like Music Soul Child and Kanye West, and then all of the old school sound. And
Right.
just put
Right.
it all together, mashed it all together, like, and then you have spirits.
And you know, man, it's funny that you name all of those artists because each one of those artists not only brought something different to whatever genre of music it was, but there are innovators as well. You know,
Oh,
when you
for
speak
sure.
about Andre 3000, what he was able to deliver, you know, along with Big Boy, you know, and Outkast, it was like you knew that he was different than just a normal MC. You know what I mean? So when he, you know, shifted on doing like, you know, the Love Below and things like that,
Yeah,
that whole style, a lot of artists, you know, basically like picked up that style and, you know, they emulated it. But no one, I feel, did it to the impact when you think about Neo Soul more so than D'Angelo. And every time from the beginning to now that I have seen you, you know, within your transition of working on different things within, you know, the instrumentation, just not only the music you put out, but I always looked at your style as, you know, like a D'Angelo. You know what I mean? Like I have put people on your music and they ask like, okay, what kind of style he has? I'm like, he's more so on a D'Angelo vibe because coming back from going back to middle school, you know, like you were a ladies man.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So that whole thing from then leading up to now, I see it within the music, man, and I love it.
Yeah, I ain't even front. I built a good percentage of my crafts from studying D'Angelo. I mean, what's crazy? My first like accolades, winning a talent show. We was in the 12th grade. That it was an all Birmingham City talent show. Uh, it was my. I was really kind of like trying to figure out how I was going to really introduce my style to the world for real, because I don't like singing other people's songs. Like, no disrespect, like I do a cover here and there, but I don't really like doing that because I ain't trying to get caught up into it.
For sure.
But when Roy Ayers, Everybody Loves the Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta give respect to the originals. And then, okay, D'Angelo takes it and do a whole twist on it, real smooth with it. Like, that's when I was deep off into, like, really listen to the grooves and stuff and listen to how hip-hop and soul was mixed. Him and Questlove and Jay Dilla, like, they was doing the drum sounds that they made up with. Like, this was like a original type of drum sound.
Right.
The drunken sound. The drunken.
Right.
Like, and you'll kind of hear it in a few of my songs, too, because it's like, it's just the feel of it anyway. We came out with that Everybody Loves the Sunshine, and I was really deep off of my poetry like I am now too. Which is, you know, like what I do is I was listening to the song and I was like, okay, what can I do? Like, I'm listening to it, I was like, I gotta do a poetic form with this. So what I did was I wrote a poem to it, and once I kind of got a flow together, I actually, you know, I was playing the keyboard by then. And I learned how to play the song. So I learned how to play the song, put the poetic verse in the front, in the beginning of the song. And once I do that part, like the sun rising upon her face like a spotlight, and she walked the street looking for love. Like it's just poetry.
Mm-hmm.
All night as she begins to glow in the dark like a firefly from up above. Skin smoother than mahogany's on a good day. And who to say I have it short, but it brings attention. Like, I'm getting into deep stuff.
Bars, y'all.
Off the top. You know what I'm saying? Off the top. And it's supposed to touch people like that in a certain way. And then I'm playing, so then next thing you know, I hit the my life is a sunshine. And I did the falsetto though. Okay. And it was like, oh snap, okay. And I'm playing and I do a whole verse to it and everything. I made the song mine, in other words.
Yeah.
But it was stemming from me listening to D'Angelo. Like I was really building my craft around my style, like around him. But I was trying to make sure I can make it my own. Because I ain't really hear him rapping anyway, you know what I'm saying?
This is Culture Connect. Culture Connect. Culture Connect.